grab your notes, your highlighters, and let's get ready to flex those brain muscles. All right, first up is the Iliopsoas. Picture this. It's like the dynamic duo of the hip flexors, combining the powers of the Iliacus and Psoas major. The Iliacus originates from the iliac fossa, while the Psoas major starts its journey from the bodies of T12 and L1 through L5 vertebra. Together, they insert at the lesser trochanter of the femur. They make moves like hip flexion, giving that bowing action, and they are innervated by the femoral nerve. Now, let's shift our focus to the Sartorius, the longest muscle in the game, originating from the anterior superior iliac spine. It's like the Tailor's muscle. Its insertion point is at the medial anterior tibia. This multitasker is all about flexing the hip and the knee, plus throwing in some lateral rotation for good measure. And once again, our MVP, the femoral nerve, is there to make it all happen. Now, let's shift our focus to the rectus femoris, the muscle that's not just about knee extension, but also knows a thing or two about hip flexion. The rectus femoris originates from the anterior inferior iliac spine. Then it makes its mark on the patellar tendon, journeying all the way down to the tibial tuberosity. When it's time to act, it's all about flexing that hip and extending that knee. And once again, our MVP, the femoral nerve, is there to make it all happen. All right, let's break down the Vastus, Lateralis, Intermedius, and Medialis trio. These muscles originate from the proximal end of the femur, inserting their power into the patellar tendon and tibial tuberosity. When it comes to action, they're all about that knee extension, inserting their power into the patellar tendon and tibial tuberosity. And the innervation, you've guessed it, the femoral nerve. Let's put our knowledge to the test and reinforce our understanding of these essential muscles responsible for hip flexion and knee extension. Are you ready? Let's begin. What is the primary action of the quadriceps femoris muscle group? What is the primary action of the quadriceps femoris muscle group? That's right. The primary action of the quadriceps femoris muscle group is extension of the knee. Where does the rectus femoris muscle originate from? Where does the rectus femoris muscle originate from? That's right. The rectus femoris muscle originates from the anterior inferior iliac spine. Which nerve innervates the vastus lateralis muscle? Which nerve innervates the vastus lateralis muscle? That's right. The vastus lateralis muscle is innervated by the femoral nerve. What is the primary action of the Sartorius muscle? That's right. The primary action of the Sartorius muscle is flexion, abduction, and lateral rotation of the hip, as well as flexion of the knee. And there you have it, a quick dive into the anterior compartment of the thigh. Remember, study hard, flex those brain muscles, and you'll be acing those exams in no time.